Hi everyone, welcome to English Story WiWi. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the story.
The Secret Paths of Whispering Woods. Eamon and Milo loved to explore. One sunny morning, they packed a small bag and set off for the edge of Whispering Woods. "Let's see what new things we find today, Milo," Eamon said, his eyes sparkling. The forest was always a little mysterious. Tall trees reached for the sky, and soft moss covered the ground. "Do you think we'll find a secret path?" Milo asked, his voice a little quiet. Eamon, always brave, led the way. They followed a small stream, hopping over smooth stones. Suddenly, they saw something shining in the distance. "Look, Milo." "What's that?" Eamon whispered. It was a tiny, glowing mushroom. It pulsed with a soft green light. Milo reached out to touch it, but Eamon stopped him. "Maybe we should just watch," Eamon suggested. They had never seen anything like it before. As they watched, the mushroom's light grew brighter, then faded. When the light vanished, a small, hidden path appeared behind it. It looked like a secret doorway between the trees. "Wow!" Milo gasped. "Shall we go?" Eamon asked, his heart thumping. Milo nodded quickly. This was the most exciting adventure yet. They stepped onto the new path, which was covered in soft, purple flowers. The path led them deeper into the forest, further than they had ever been before. The leaves on the trees here were colorful, even though it wasn't autumn. Birds with bright feathers sang songs they had never heard. Soon they came to a clearing. In the middle was a giant, old oak tree. Its branches were so wide they touched the ground. "It looks like a sleeping giant," Milo whispered. Eamon noticed a small, carved wooden door at the base of the tree. It was almost hidden by vines. "Do you think someone lives here?" he wondered aloud, gently pushing the door. Inside, it wasn't a house, but a room full of old maps. One map showed their own Whispering Woods, but with many more paths, including the purple path they had just taken. "Look!" Eamon pointed. The purple path led right back to the edge of the forest, near their home. But there were other, even stranger paths on the map. One path, marked with a shimmering symbol, caught Eamon's eye. "Where does this one go?" he asked. "What's this sparkling path?" Milo asked, his eyes shining. Eamon wondered if they should go back home on the purple path, or follow the sparkling path. Could this new way be faster to get home, or was it a more interesting adventure? "Let's follow the sparkling path," Milo said excitedly. Eamon smiled. Adventure continued. They stepped out of the oak tree room and found a new path. Not purple, but sparkling with tiny dots of light. The path led them even deeper into the forest. The trees here were even brighter. Suddenly, they heard a soft rustle. From behind a glowing bush, a small, furry creature with big, kind eyes appeared. The creature made a soft sound and then began to walk ahead of them, looking back as if inviting them to follow. Eamon and Milo looked at each other and decided to trust it. The creature led them to a beautiful, hidden glade. It was lower than the rest of the forest, full of glowing flowers and a pool of water that reflected the sky like a mirror. This must be the sunken glade. In the middle of the glade was a large, smooth stone with strange symbols carved into it. The creature nudged a small, round crystal towards the stone. Eamon understood this was a puzzle. Eamon remembered a similar symbol on one of the maps in the oak tree. He placed the crystal into a matching indentation on the stone. A soft hum filled the air, and a new, bright light appeared. The light from the stone formed a shimmering bridge of light that stretched across the glade and pointed directly out of the forest, towards the setting sun. The creature chirped happily. This was their true way home. Eamon and Milo thanked their friendly creature. They stepped onto the Bridge of Light, feeling excited and a little tired. They walked all the way home, knowing they would never forget their amazing adventures in Whispering Woods. Eamon and Milo were back home. Their house felt warm and familiar, but the city outside seemed different. The sounds of cars and people felt louder, and the buildings looked taller. "Everything looks the same," Milo said, "but it feels new." Eamon nodded. He felt a strange energy in the air, like a whisper from the woods had followed them. The next morning, they went to their favorite park. It was a normal city park, with swings and slides. But Eamon saw something odd, a tiny, faint shimmer on the old oak tree. Milo didn't see it at first. "What is it?" he asked. Eamon pointed. "Look closely, Milo. Do you see that tiny sparkle?" As they got closer, the sparkle grew a little brighter. It wasn't a leaf or a bug. It was like a tiny, almost invisible piece of the magic from Whispering Woods. Milo finally saw it. "It's like the mushroom," he whispered, remembering their first discovery in the forest. The sparkle seemed to lead them along the tree's bark. The sparkle moved from the tree to the old stone wall that bordered the park. It was very faint, almost like a secret message only they could read. "Where do you think it goes?" Eamon wondered. The sparkle led them to a small, forgotten gate in the wall, usually locked. Today, it was slightly ajar. A tiny, glowing dust seemed to float from inside. Eamon carefully pushed the gate open. It creaked loudly. Inside was not another park, but a small, overgrown alleyway they had never noticed before. The alley was full of old, colorful murals on the brick walls. The sparkle danced from one mural to the next, like a playful guide. One mural showed a hidden garden full of strange, glowing plants. As the sparkle touched it, a tiny, almost real, glowing flower seemed to bloom on the painted wall. Milo gasped. "It's like the Glade!" he exclaimed. The city was full of secrets, just like the woods. The sparkle continued, leading them to the end of the alley. At the end of the alley was an old, forgotten fountain. It was dry and covered in moss. The sparkle settled on a small, carved bird on the fountain's edge. Eamon remembered the crystal and the stone in the glade. He wondered if this was another puzzle. He gently touched the sparkling bird. As he touched it, a soft, musical chime filled the air. The sparkle grew brighter, and then, slowly, water began to trickle from the bird's beak, filling the dry fountain. Milo cheered. The fountain filled with clear, sparkling water. Little fish, made of light, swam in it. It was a small, magical oasis in the middle of the city. A small, old woman who had been sitting on a nearby bench slowly walked towards them. She smiled kindly. "You found the heart of the city," she said. "The city has its own magic, just like the woods," she explained. "Sometimes it just needs a little help to shine." She gave them a small, smooth, sparkling stone. "Keep this," she said. "It will help you find the hidden wonders. The city is full of them if you only know where to look." She winked and then slowly walked away. Eamon and Milo looked at each other, then at the sparkling stone. Their adventure wasn't over. They knew now that magic wasn't just in the woods, but everywhere, even in their own city, waiting to be discovered.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories.